back at Chaska's Athletic Park for the final game of round 3 here in Class C's State Amateur Baseball Tournament. New Ulm, Milroy, coming up next on Prep Spotlight TV.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Town Ball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.
Hoffman. Batting third, the right fielder, number 6, Ranweiler. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 8, Wade French. Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 31, Cole Ranweiler. Batting sixth, the shortstop, number 20, Andrew Peters. Batting seventh, the third baseman, number 34, Braden Zimmerman. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 3, Josh Seidel. And batting ninth, the second baseman, number 12, Colton Shafer. On the mound tonight for the Brewers, number 30, Mitch Brockenstead. The Brewers are managed by Al Floor. And now here's your starting lineup for the Milroy Yankees. Leading off, the center fielder, number 2, Jake Powers. And second, the designated hitter, number 11, Andy Schmidt. Batting third, the shortstop, number 9, Dave Schmidt. Batting fourth, the catcher, number 4, Matt Bauer. Batting fifth, the third baseman, number 18, Aaron Mathewitz. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 10, Derek Rasmussen. Batting seventh, the right fielder, number 21, Braden Clark. Batting eighth, the first baseman, number 24, Isaac Schmidt. Batting ninth, the left fielder, number 8, Jackson Hughes. And on the mound tonight for the Yankees, number 11, Josh Kingery. The Yankees are managed by Ryan Rawlett. Gentlemen, we took care of the anthem with the first game this morning, so let's play ball.
And there you have it. The starting lineups here tonight for the late game on a packed Saturday full of baseball here in Chaska. You heard the starting lineups, and Josh Kingery will take to the hill for Milroy, the home team, the Yankees. Now Kingery is a draftee, and he is starting on the hill for his new team. Atwater Chuckers is the team that Kingery hails from. As you see him wearing the mismatching uniform, we've seen a few draftees here playing in this state tournament, or several actually, and a few today. So Kingery will face Judd Davis to lead things off, the designated hitter, the leadoff man for New Ulm. Davis will be followed by Justin Hoffman, Hunter Ranweiler, Wade French, Cole Ranweiler, Andrew Peters, Braden Zimmerman, Josh Seidel, and Colton Shafer. And the lefty Kingery is ready to go. First pitch in there, a fastball for strike one. We're underway at 7:17 here in the last game of round 3 in Class C. As this one is hit to the left center field gap. Rounding second is Davis. He'll dig for second and in with a stand-up double on the second pitch of the game. A good start for New Ulm as Davis knocks a double to center. And now Justin Hoffman will try to move him around, the center fielder for New Ulm. Squaring to bunt, but that taken outside. Behind home plate for Milroy is Matt Bauer, the first baseman Isaac Schmidt, second baseman Derek Rasmussen, at third Aaron Mathewitz, the shortstop Dave Schmidt. The runner bluffs a run, the bunt put down, fumbled it for a moment by the pitcher Kingery, and throws over to get the first out of the game. A sacrifice bunt, successful. As Davis moves from second to third base. Hunter Ranweiler now will come to the plate with already a runner on third. Just to finish out the defensive alignments, Jake Towers in center for Milroy. Jackson Hughes in left, as that's a ball, and in right field it's Brandon Flock. So the first hit gotten out of the way early by the Brewers of New Ulm. First runner to reach third, and that's accomplished as well. Now they're looking for their first run. Kingery wants to strand him there. And a swing and a miss down to a knee is number 6, Ranweiler. Two-one count. Here to Ranweiler. Chopped high. The runner will come home. The throw across the diamond in time for out number 2. Judd Davis scores, and it's 1-0 New Ulm. So a hit and a couple ground balls later, the Brewers have taken a very early lead.
Number 8, Wade French.
And now Wade French will come to the plate, the cleanup hitter with the bases empty. An RBI for Ranweiler. And now taking outside is French, number 8, the first baseman. New Ulm, they had a bye through round 1, and then they were victorious in round 2, beating Spring Hill 2-1, a close ball game in round 2 last weekend. Wade French had a good day at the plate there and continues it here. That looping liner just a bit too high for the second baseman Rasmussen to reach, and so another hit here with 2 outs now for New Ulm, and Ranweiler. Cole will come to the plate. Josh Kingery, not the start that he wanted to this ball game. Number 11, Chuckers in there, strike 1 to Ranweiler, number 31. And now swung on and fouled into the netting. Oh, 2 count. Here to the 5th man to bat. in the first. The runner goes, swung on and missed, and it's a strikeout to end the inning. Kingery gets a K to end it, but a leadoff double. Judd Davis comes around to score. New Ulm takes an early lead. The Yankees of Milroy will have their first chance coming up next here on Prep Spotlight.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back here to Prep Spotlight TV. Ren Clayton here on the call. The fourth of 4 games here at Athletic Park. Under the lights now as they've turned down for this final game of round 3. As Milroy will step into the batter's box. They'll hit here for the first time tonight. In the bottom of the first inning, facing Mitch Buckenstedt, the starter, the righty for New Ulm. He delivers strike 1 to start his outing. Facing Jake Tower, the center fielder, number 2 for Milroy. Lines it right back up the middle. Might have gotten a piece of it, Buckenstedt, but it's through to center field, and it's a early hit for the Yankees as well, after the Brewers did the same, sending a hit on the first batter. Now it's Andy Schmidt, the DH, will step in. The rest of the lineup, Dave Schmidt to follow, Matt Bauer, Aaron Mathewitz, Derek Rasmussen, Brandon Flock, Isaac Schmidt, and Jackson Hughes. The starting lineup for the team in black and orange. Off-speed pitch there, low for ball 1. Josh Seidel behind the plate, the battery with Buckenstedt. Schmidt lines it through the wide open infield on the right side, and it's back-to-back hits for Milroy. The second baseman covering the bag. I don't know if a hit and run might have been employed there, but 2 singles in a row, and Milroy already threatening, just as their opponent did in the first. Dave Schmidt now will hit with 2 runners on. Fouls this one away. The infield for New Ulm. Wade French at first. Colton Shafer second. Andrew Peters at short. Braden Zimmerman at third base. And a swing and a miss there from Schmidt. Out in center field, Justin Hoffman for the Brewers. Right field, Hunter Ranweiler, and in left, it's Cole Ranweiler. Nobody out. Dave Schmidt facing an 0-2 count from Buckenstedt. And he swings and misses. Ball in the dirt, and there will be no throw with first base occupied. So there is out number 1. Dave Schmidt goes lunging for it.
Coming at the catcher, number 4, Matt Bauer.
And now Matt Bauer with 1 out and still 2 runners on base, the catcher for the Yankees. Takes outside. Seidel trying to frame that one. Milroy had a bye, then they beat Bemidji in round 2 last weekend by a run, 6-5 the final in that one. That was a good game. Close contest with the Blue Ox. And this one in there for a strike from Buckenstead. Tall right-handed pitcher in the stirrups. And in trouble here in the first inning. 1-1 the count to the cleanup man with 2 runners aboard. Swing and a miss for strike 2. One and 2 the count. A liner hanging up there for the left fielder, nearly overran it but makes the play. That one looked like it might have hung up longer than initially it looked, and the second out recorded. Ranweiler out there in left ran it down. 2 outs, and the leadoff single still on second, and Andy Schmidt, who singled after that, still on first. Aaron Mathewitz will hit, the right-handed batter. Checks his swing, but it's a called strike. Cracked, right back to the pitcher. He knocks it with his glove but can't grab it, so everybody's safe. It'll be an error against the pitcher. And so a run scored in this inning will be unearned. That one should have been played cleanly. Each runner moves up a station. Tower is 90 feet away with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Line right back up the middle, that's through. 1 run will score. They'll hold the next one. As that charged nicely by the center fielder. We're tied up, 1 apiece. Jake Tower comes home after the leadoff single. Andy Schmidt moves up to third base. That's the 3rd hit of the inning. An RBI for Rasmussen, and now Brandon Flock, the right fielder, will bat still with 2 outs. And now coach will come out and talk with his pitcher here in the first inning. So a hit to start the game, then another hit, then a strikeout, then a flyout. And it looked like perhaps the New Ulm starter was on his way to getting out of a tough jam, but then an error by that same pitcher and a hit after that, and the game tied up here in the first. There's a 1-ball, 0-strike count here to Brandon Flock, the 7th batter to bat for the Yankees. And that's in there for a strike, 1-1. Outside, 2-1 from Buckenstead to Flock. And a swing and a miss on a off-speed pitch down low in the dirt. It's 2-2. This one grounded toward the dugout of Milroy. There on the first base side, New Ulm on the third base side. And that just misses low, maybe outside. It's a full count to Flock with the bases loaded. Isaac Schmidt on deck. Cracked up the middle, a bouncer, scooped by the shortstop, the nice throw. A rocket from short to end the inning. Milroy scores one. We're tied back up, one apiece after one. Here on Prep Spotlight.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone, a home run.
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike three! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Back here on PrepSpotlight.tv, out in the outfield, the fans watching this one under the lights as the sun about to go down. As we get set for the first pitch to the frame. And that's a ball from Josh Kingery, who struggled there in the first inning. Allowed a leadoff double. That came around to score. He gave up 2 hits, but ended the inning with a strikeout. And as he faces New Ulm's Andrew Peters, hoping for more success in this frame, certainly. Peters, coming off a good game last weekend. An important hit for him, as in the 6th inning, the 4th, he had a 2 RBI single, and they held on. His team held on to win by a 2-1 score. Strikes out here, and it's the first out of the inning.
Number 34,
Braden Zimmerman, the third baseman, now will hit. Strike one from Kingery. This one fouled off the end of the bat to the near side of the dugout for New Ulm, for Milroy. And a foul tip. It's a foul ball. They try to throw it around. The catcher thought it was a strikeout, but it was a foul ball in the dirt. And there's a called third strike. Zimmerman is down looking. And Kingery has struck out the last 3 batters he's faced. Josh Seidel now. Milroy, of course, they were one of the 2 sites last year of the state tournament. There's a strike. The Seidel, 1-1. Milroy about 2 hours away from where we're at in Chaska right now. And Josh Kingery, the starting pitcher for Milroy, he's from Atwater, and that is about an hour and a half away from Milroy. High chopper to third. Seidel running down the base paths, but he'll be thrown out on a routine play to the third baseman. A 1-2-3 inning for Josh Kingery. We head to the bottom of the second. It's tied up still, 1-1, Brewers and Yanks.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Welcome back to PrepSpotlight.tv at Athletic Park in Chaska, one of the nice picturesque fields here in Minnesota. Carver County, the site of the Class C state tournament. Waconia, the other site here besides Athletic Park. As we get set for the bottom of the second inning. 1-1 the score. Buckenstedt out there in second inning of work allowed 3 hits and a run to score in the last half inning, the first. Now Isaac Schmidt will have his first plate appearance. It was an unearned run as Buckenstedt, the pitcher, committed an error as this one's chopped on a couple hops to the second baseman, pumps and throws, and that's out number 1. Jackson Hughes now, the left fielder. A lefty batter as well, and he'll step in the 9 spot in the lineup. Grounded on the first pitch to the first baseman. Pitcher fielding his position, covering the bag, and just in time. Buckenstedt half a step ahead for out number 2. Quickly, there's 2 down.
Back to the top order for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 2, Jake Tower.
And so now here's Jake Tower. He started the bottom of the first with a single and would come around to score Milroy's first run. It's 1-1 right now. Early going in this one. This one sprayed to the opposite field, foul, and bouncing around over on the left side. Oh, 2 account after a couple of foul balls. Tower. Gonna straighten one out, get it out in the outfield grass perhaps for his second hit. Grounds it up the first base line toward the first base coach for a foul ball. And this one lined by the second baseman for another hit. Towers 2 for 2 in 2 innings. And Andy Schmidt will come up. He singled in the first inning. And they throw over to check the runner. Andy Schmidt, the DH, and for the pitcher. As he takes the ball low and inside, Schmidt with a back elbow up. That's the way he loads. A little bit of an open stance with the front heel lifted up. And takes strike one. 1-1 with 2 down. And Tower with that 2-out hit, standing a couple feet off of first base. Takes a medium lead. And now the check on him. You all might think that the running game could be employed here with 2 down. And a runner that can run on base. A nubber up the first base line, fielded by the pitcher, underhand, and get the out. End the inning. So each team scores a run in the first, then put up a 0 in the second. And we'll take a break here on Prep Spotlight TV from the State Town Ball Tournament.
The Minnesota baseball community lost a dear friend, a great leader last winter when Minnesota Baseball Association President Fred Roofs passed away at age 73. He served on the board of directors for more than a quarter century. In his first year as president, his leadership was instrumental in guiding the state amateur world through the COVID crisis. With the help of his board and the communities of Milroy, Springfield, and Shakopee, a very successful state tournament was completed on schedule without loss of a game and with fans in the stands. In his memory, the MBA started the Fred Roofs Golf Tournament this year, raising thousands of dollars for a scholarship that will provide a path to college for local student athletes. Fred was born in St. Peter, graduated from LeSueur, and went to college at Mankato State. In his professional life, he made huge contributions to the communities around Mankato and Marshall. But in the end, Fred Roofs' legacy is felt in every town in Minnesota where baseball is played.
Welcome back to the start of the third inning now. It's Colton Shafer, the last man without a plate appearance here for either team as New Ulm starts the third frame of work at the plate. And Kingery starts his third frame of work on the hill. Quickly, a 1-1 count to Shafer, the second baseman. And off balance there, Shafer, as he foul tips that one. 1-2 now. Two and two now. Maybe a crack bat, a slow grounder to second. The throw a bit high, but the first out of the inning is recorded. So that'll flip the lineup over. Judd Davis started the game with a loud double in the second pitch of the contest. And he came around to score in that first inning. Squares to bunt and pulls it right back, bluffing perhaps, as that one a close pitch but a ball. Nick Altermat pitched for New Ulm in their game last week, as this one's fly to shallow left field. Shortstop drops it. Called off the third baseman, and the shortstop, Schmidt, had it go off maybe the heel of his glove.
The center fielder, number 11, Justin Hoffman.
And so Judd Davis is aboard for the second time, this time on the first error of the game by Milroy. And this one grounded softly. Kingery reaching for it, and everybody's safe. Davis up to second. Hoffman reaches on what will be an infield hit.
There's the right fielder, number 6, Ranweiler.
And so with one out, the first out of the inning came quickly. The next two have been tougher, nothing leaving the infield. Hunter Ranweiler now drove in a run in the first with a ground out, as they'll snap throw to first. Ranweiler takes strike one. And the catcher wants to discuss things with the draftee from Atwater. Atwater about an hour and 25 minutes away from Milroy. New Ulm last weekend, Nick Altermont, a draftee of their own, started the game, pitched a complete game, 9 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, no earned, no walks. And so you know that Altermont is in the bullpen waiting if need be for New Ulm. But they're at the plate right now, trying to get the lead back. There's a check swing there. That might be a called strike. 0-2 now from Kingery. And Kingery steps off. 390 dead center, 325 foul poles, 355 in between those in left center and right center. Breaking ball missing outside. 1-2 now. Another breaking ball missing outside and low. Crack to short. It'll go to 2 out there, and the relay not recorded. Now the runner coming home, and he'll score. A throwing error by the second baseman, not fielded cleanly by the first baseman, and Davis scores the second run of his night and the night for New Ulm. It's 2-1.
The first baseman, number 8, Wade French.
Davis moves up 2 bases on that play. Hoffman is forced out, as this one's flied high and over our heads. So there is 2 down. Ranweiler on a fielder's choice. Is on first base. Can't assume a double play. There was an error on the play that allowed the run to score by the second baseman. The throw. Wade French up here with 2 down and a runner on first base. Ranweiler might want to run. Takes a big lead, but doesn't go anywhere. 1-2 now the count to French. New Ulm has taken the lead back with all they have done in the hit category, an infield hit. The runner goes, swing and a miss. It's a strikeout. There's no need for the throw down as the inning ends as French strikes out. But New Ulm gets another run. It's 2-1 now as the Yankees coming to bat here in the bottom of the third. We'll stay right here at Athletic Park. New Ulm and Milroy. The winner of this game will face Watertown, who beat Eagle Lake earlier today. They'll play tomorrow here in Chaska at 1:30 in the quarterfinals. Before that, the first game that'll be played here at Athletic Park tomorrow is St. Patrick and Watkins. Both those teams got victories today here in Chaska. So that'll be the other side of the quarterfinal bracket at Athletic Park. And on the other side of the bracket, Waconia will play Alexandria in Waconia tomorrow afternoon. And Sartell will play Sobieski at noon in Waconia at Lions Field. And then, of course, the winner of that game, of those two games in Waconia, will play in the semifinal tomorrow night, scheduled for around 6 o'clock. The other semifinal, that'll be held here in Chaska, that's scheduled for roughly 4:30. And New Ulm and Milroy hope that they find themselves in that contest. As we begin the bottom of the third, the Yankees coming to bat against Buckenstead. Swinging at the first pitch and bouncing it foul up the line. That's Dave Schmidt, who struck out his last time. One and two now. New Ulm up 2-1. That was the score that they won by in their last game against Spring Hill. Likely won't be the final score of this one, as that one fouled away. Here, as we're just in the bottom of the third inning. Already 7 total hits combined for between these two teams. Schmidt hanging tough. Lines this one to right field. It's a base hit for Dave Schmidt. Frustrated he was after his strikeout in the first. Gets a hit in response here. And so now Matt Bauer will hit. Went 2 for 4 against Bemidji with 2 RBIs. Now a swing and a miss from Bauer, the catcher. Bauer standing pretty tall. 1-1 the count from Mitch Buckenstead to Matt Bauer, and make it 2-1 now. Bauer gets a piece. It's 2-2. Aaron Mathewitz on deck. as I believe got a piece of the catcher, so the umpire will give a little extra time to the man behind home plate in blue. Another packed house here at Athletic Park. Probably the most crowded game was the one right before this, as the two teams, St. Patrick, as this one's fouled away. St. Patrick and Young America both pretty close vicinity. But a lot of people here in Athletic Park for this game too. Certainly maybe some carryover from all day. Anyone else is doing the marathon baseball Saturday that we are. This one popped up to the shortstop. Underneath it easily is Peters, and makes the catch for the first out. Dave Schmidt still stuck on first base. Now Aaron Mathowitz reached on an error by the pitcher that extended the inning in the first. That was key. It would ultimately allow a run to score as the next batter drove him in. Mathowitz got as far as second before the inning ended. But now New Ulm is up again. Milroy down by a run as a big swing by 18, the third baseman. This one's lined, caught on a hop by the shortstop, and he turns the double play. Short hopped it. Don't know if he had a choice, but even if he did or didn't, that was a great play. If he did, that was a heady play by letting it bounce to get the double play. Stepped on the bag and threw to first base, and it's a 6-3 double play started by Peters, finished by French at first.
Pass outfield fence and right was installed by AIM Electronics. AIM Electronics is the official scoreboard of the Minnesota Baseball Association.
You see the crowd in blue there. That's the New Ulm contingent, as their team leads by 1 as we begin the fourth. It'll be Cole Ranweiler to hit to lead off this inning, followed by Andrew Peters, the shortstop that just made that nice play, and Braden Zimmerman. All those three batters that will come to the plate struck out their first time up, and they'll hope for a different fate against Josh Kingery from Atwater, the draftee.
For the Brewers, the left fielder number 31, Cole Ranweiler.
Cole Ranweiler will step into the batter's box. And he'll take strike 1 from Kingery. And this one grounded. Oh, Skidder eats up the second baseman for a moment, but he hung with it and gets the out. So Ranweiler is now 0 for 2. And that'll bring up Andrew Peters, who struck out his last time. foul tip there. 0-2 quickly. To Andrew Peters. This one chopped, and it'll go foul up the left side. And a swing and a miss. Peters strikes out for the second time. Braden Zimmerman now. That's 5 strikeouts for Kingery. And there's strike 1 to Zimmerman. That one low. And now 1-2 to number 34. And a swing and a miss. Make it 6 strikeouts for Josh Kingery. A 1-2-3 inning. And we're headed to the bottom of the 4th here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Bottom of the 4th, Milroy down a run. Here under the lights at Chaska. And a check swing there from Derek Rasmussen, the second baseman. He had an RBI single in the 1st. And now up for the second time here in the 4th inning. It's 2-1. New Ulm up on Milroy. In round 3 of the Class C Minnesota Amateur Baseball Tournament. And now 2-2 to number 10, Rasmussen, the second baseman. Mitch Buckenstedt on the hill for his 4th inning of work. Has allowed 5 hits, as this one's cracked hard down the third base line. Fielded cleanly, throw across is low, the pick, and the foot came off, says the umpire. French disappointed after he made a nice pick with the glove, but the runner is safe. The leadoff man on, Rasmussen, aboard as Brandon Flock will now come up. It's a throwing error against the third baseman, 85. And so Brandon Flock will step into the batter's box, the lefty. grounded out to short his first time up, and the third baseman, Zimmerman, just had the error there. He's in on the grass, guarding the line as well, as expecting a bunt on that pitch. Didn't get one. It was a ball as they throw over, hoping for Milroy to show their hand. Bat rests on the shoulder of Flock that entire time. 1-0 the count. Will Flock bunt? No, as he takes ball 2. Third baseman Zimmerman backing up into the dirt now as strike 1 is taken. So Zimmerman backs up another step. Still playing in front of the bag as this one swung on and missed. 2-2 now, and Zimmerman will back all the way up to parallel with the bag. The 2-2 count, a runner on first, nobody out. Milroy trailing by 1. A swing and a miss, he struck him out. Brandon Flock is down, swinging. And so now Isaac Schmidt will come to the plate. Schmidt pitched in the last game for Milroy. Not hit, is tonight in the 8-hole. Grounded out to second base, his first time up. And that one wrinkles in there for strike 1. This one sprayed in off the hands, out of play. Oh, 2. That one's low. Isaac Schmidt. One down, a runner on, 1-2 count here in the 4th. Swung on, tapped slowly to short. They'll go to the second base, and they'll get the lead runner. A close play there, but aggressively they get the lead runner at second. And so now there's 2 down, and a runner still at first base. It'll be Schmidt reaching on the fielder's choice. That went 6-4 as Jackson Hughes steps in now. Grounded out to the first baseman last time. Jackson Hughes in the 9 spot, the left fielder. Lines this one on a hop, gets by the second baseman who played it off to the side. So it'll be an error against the second baseman. That's the 3rd error of the game for New Ulm already. It's only the 4th inning. So Schmidt is on second, Hughes is on first. It's the 2nd error of the inning. 2 runners on here with 2 batters out, and there has not been a hit or a walk. Strike 1 to Jake Tower. He's 2 for 2 with 2 singles and a run scored. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count to Tower as Buckenstead hoping to pick up his defense, as he hasn't pitched badly at all in this inning. Probably should be out of it by now, as that one sails high, 1-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A big performance there from Mitch Buckenstead. That ends the inning. And we're through 4. New Ulm up on Milroy, 2-1 on Prep Spotlight TV.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
Josh Seidel will step in here to start the 5th against Josh Kingery, the pitcher for Milroy. As that one a strike. 2-1 here from Josh Kingery, who was the Minnesota Baseball Coaches Association's Class 2A Player of the Year. Out of Atwater Cosmos Grove City High School. As this one sprayed, and it'll be foul. A full count here to Josh Seidel, the catcher. He grounded out to the third baseman his first time up. Here to lead off the top of the 5th inning for New Ulm as he walks.
Coming to bat, second baseman, number 12, Colton Shafer.
So that's the first walk of the game for Kingery. As now a bunt laid down. Kingery hops off the mound, fields, throws to first, and the sacrifice successful. Colton Shafer gets the bunt down. 1 out, and Seidel moves up to second. And so now Judd Davis will come up. Judd reached twice, a double, and then on an error. He's also scored twice. Both runs for New Ulm. Takes a fastball high. The throw down, no one there as the second baseman had to run to catch that ball before it leaked into the outfield. Nice movement on that pitch there, but it's in the dirt. Big cut and a miss for strike one. Two-one, one on, and a runner on scoring position. Will they wave him home? No. There's a hit to left field by Davis. He's 2 for 3 with a couple base hits. And now there's runners at the corners as Seidel moves up to third. And Justin Hoffman will come up. 1 for 1 today with a sacrifice bunt. And Judd Davis, hot hitting continues. So as we mentioned, Josh Kingery here in a jam. He was the Gatorade Player of the Year in Minnesota this past year. Graduated from Atwater Cosmos Grove City High School in Grove City, Minnesota. Squaring to bunt there with a runner on third and first is Hoffman. Fouls it back into the netting. Posted a 0.48 ERA in the high school season, did Kingery. (182 strikeouts in the high school season. This one in the town ball postseason is a strikeout for Kingery, and that's out number 2 in a big moment. Important to get that K, and now there's 2 down with runners at the corner still. Hoffman is out. Hunter Ranweiler now will come up. Drove in a run in the first. Grounded to short, softly. It'll be a close play. The hard throw across, and safe. Unable to field that skipper off the grass, and a run scores for New Ulm. It's 3-1. Seidel scores. He walked to lead off the inning. That slow roller made a tough play for Schmidt at short. And a tough, even tougher play to pick for the first baseman, Schmidt. It'll be an error, I believe, against the shortstop, as there's still 2 runners on. Wade French, 1 for 2 today. And on that 0-2 count, the fastball inside. 1-2 now. Two and two. 2 runners on, 2 out. Fly to right field. Going back is the right fielder Flock, there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. But another run scores. The new score reads 3-1 New Ulm as we head to the bottom of the 5th here in the last game of round 3 in this state tournament on Prep Spotlight TV.
news. It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
First pitch, a strike from Mitch Buckenstedt to Andy Schmidt here in the bottom of the fifth inning. Milroy now finds themselves down 2 as Schmidt wears that one. Buckenstedt hits the batter. The leadoff man is on for now the third straight inning against Buckenstedt.
At it in the shortstop. Number 9, Dave Schmidt.
So now Dave Schmidt will step in. Andy Schmidt reaches for the second time. Singled in the first, grounded out in the second, and now is hit by a pitch in the fifth. Dave Schmidt struck out in the first and singled in the third, then was caught stealing. Excuse me, was not caught stealing. He was erased on a double play that ended the inning. Two and one to Dave Schmidt, the shortstop. Tried to make that tough throw across the diamond, couldn't quite get it there. This one flied, foul territory, third baseman running over, giving it a look, and about 10 feet too far over the fence, past the third base dugout. Chopped slowly. First baseman fielding, giving it back to Buckenstedt, diving, and he's safe. The runner, Schmidt, as there was two players on a collision course. The pitcher and the runner. The ball picked up by the first baseman, French. Flung it immediately, but not in time, as it's an infield single for Milroy. They have two runners on base to start this inning. And now Matt Bauer, the catcher, he squares to bunt, lays it down. It's pushed foul. So Andy is on second. Dave reaches first. And Matt Bauer, who's 0 for 2, tries to lay down that bunt and move the runners over, but unsuccessful. We'll see what he does here in the on the second pitch of the at-bat. A big swing and a miss on a slow off-speed pitch from Buckenstead inside, bearing in on Bauer. 0-2 to the cleanup man. Sprays that one out of play, foul. And this one chopped up the first baseline foul. Bauer went 2 for 4 in the last game with 2 runs batted in. Fastball, Bauer lays off. Tough pitch to lay off of there. Does so, though. 1-2 now the count. And another fastball, this one farther outside. Six hits for Milroy to 4 from New Ulm, but the Brewers have the 2-run lead. That one just wasted off the very end of the bat, and Bauer stays alive. Watertown awaits the winner of this game to play tomorrow. Chopped. Left side. Sliding is the shortstop. Everybody's safe. With Peters, the shortstop, playing to hold the runner on, he had to range far over than if he were playing in the traditional shortstop area. Stopped it, but had no throw. Bauer reaches on an infield single. So we've had a hit by pitch, an infield single, and another infield single. And the bases are loaded with nothing hit hard. Aaron Mathewitz is 0 for 2. He'll hit now with a great opportunity for the Yankees to get some runs. Cracked high and deep to left field. Going back is the left fielder, up against the wall, off the warning track. 2 runs will score. They'll hold the last runner. It's a RBI double. 2 runs come across. We're all tied up. That one was hit hard. Aaron Mathewitz drives in 2. That one had a chance, I thought, to leave the yard. And that'll be the end of the line for Buckenstead. 3-3, we're tied. Have a new pitcher. It's number 21, Ethan Stade.
Defensive change. For the Brewers, fouled off number 21, Ethan Stade.
So he'll get some warm-up tosses here in the 5th, as this is the first inning for either team where more than 1 run has scored. Each team played a run in the first, then in the second, no runs came across. The top of the 3rd, New Ulm scored. Nothing happened the next 3 half innings. And then the top of this inning, the 5th, New Ulm plated another one. but Milroy responds. Their 8th hit is a loud one, a deep double to left field by Aaron Mathewitz. And that drives home 2. It's 3-3 now. So Buckenstedt gives up 8 hits in his outing. We'll have to wait to see how many runs he officially has, as 2 more of his base runners are still aboard. Did not walk a batter, Buckenstedt. He did hit 1 batter, and that was to lead off this inning. Andy Schmidt came around to score on that hit, as did Dave Schmidt. He goes 4+ innings. And so now Derek Rasmussen will have his 3rd plate appearance, at an RBI single in the 1st, and reached on an error in the 4th. Now in the 5th. The infield in, as that pitch inside from the lefty. We go from a righty on the hill now to a left-handed pitcher. The infield drawn in. Not on the grass completely, just a step behind it. As there's another ball, 2-0 here to Rasmussen. Matt Bauer is the lead runner at 3rd base. Aaron Mathewitz with that double, he's on 2nd. This one cracked, caught. A soft liner that broke the bat of Rasmussen, and he finishes it off over his leg. A nice catch there from Peters, who was drawn in. Had that been hit with no one on base, Peters probably would have had a much easier play. As it is, had to reach up and make the grab. That's out number 1 only in the inning. Runners stay where they were. Brandon Flock now hitting. The new pitcher stayed, gets the first man he faces. And that's a strike. 1-1 here with 1 out. 2 runners still in scoring position. Breaking ball, a foul tip back, caught by Seidel. 1-2. And there's a called 3rd strike. Clips the outside corner. Flock hates it, but he's down for the 2nd straight inning on strikes. Stayed. Has gotten 2 outs now. Isaac Schmidt coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2. Hit a couple ground balls. Reached last time on a fielder's choice. This one inside. Something slower. Champlain Park and Meesville are playing in Class B over in Waconia. They're tied at 1 in the 6th. That game, I believe, for the right to play Chanhassen in the championship game. In that double elimination tournament. The windup, that one low in the dirt, stopped nicely by Seidel. Two and one here, the count. Bauer still on 3rd. Mathewitz still on 2nd. They've been there for the last 2+ batters. Off-speed pitch just hanging tough, but now there's 2 strikes on Isaac Schmidt, the first baseman. The lefty-on-lefty matchup, 2-2 the count. And a close pitch there. Full count now as Jackson Hughes is waiting in the on-deck circle. And he walked him. That just misses inside. So that fills the bases.
From Milroy, the left fielder, number 8, Jackson Hughes.
Jackson Hughes now. He's grounded out to the first baseman and reached on a grounder to the second baseman, as that's a strike. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Ball game tied. And New Ulm hoping to escape with no further damage. This one flied to center. Ranging over is the center fielder underneath it. Hoffman ends the inning, but 2 runs score on a 2 RBI double by Aaron Mathewitz. We're tied up at 2 apiece. Milroy and New Ulm headed to the 6th.
Looked it out to right field, going back towards the wall. This could have a chance, and it's gonna be gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Jake Hendricks in the top of the 4th makes it 2-0. Over to the mini-met, Jordan. Launched out to left field. That's a no-doubter. Make it 9 runs on the night.
Total game tomorrow. This one line to center, diving the shortstop and making the catch. Crack to third. Runner comes home. They'll go home with the throw, and the ball can't be caught on the hop.
As he fires, the run takes off for second base. A line shot over to the first baseman. Hoffman puts that away, steps on first for a double play. One now from Sjogren and on relief, and that will hit the foot of the batter. So a hit by pitch will bring in the 3rd run of the inning and 3rd run of the ball game here, as Chan Hassan, with only 1 hit on the inning now, has scored 3 runs.
Back out here at Chaska. 8:42 time, and as we begin the 6th inning in a tie ball game between Milroy and New Ulm. Swinging at the first pitch is number 31, Cole Ranweiler. He's 0 for 2 tonight against Josh Kingery, who we talked a little bit about here on the hill, the draftee from Atwater. One of the best high school players in the state this past season. Graduated from Atwater Cosmos Grove City, the son of former Major League Baseball player Mike Kingery, an outfielder, played mostly with the Seattle Mariners. So he's back out on the hill for his 6th inning of work, ahead in the count 1-2 to the leadoff man. He was 4th in high school baseball this past season in batting average. As this one grounded, the throw across by the second baseman to get the out. Kingery batted .567. He was tied for 3rd in the state in homers with 7, 6th in RBI with 32, 2nd in hits 41, 1st in runs scored 45. And he had that stellar 0.48 ERA on the hill with 182 strikeouts. So an impressive year for Kingery. And pitching well here tonight, has allowed 3 runs to New Ulm. As that one clipped the elbow. And a hit batter. Andrew Peters is aboard. As a manager now out to discuss that, wanting maybe an intentional hit batsman. I'm not sure. So now Braden Zimmerman will come up. He's struck out twice against Kingery. With a runner aboard and 1 out. Swing and a miss. Kingery rears back and fires that fastball by him. And that one fouled near the dugout. Josh Kingery, to continue his story, led his team, the Falcons, to the state tournament for the first time in 20 years. Lost in the state quarters. He was the losing pitcher. He did strike out 18 batters in that loss as they played Belle Plaine in the quarterfinal round in 2A. This one chopped to second base. The shovel forced there, and the pick is unsuccessful. So they get the lead runner, the second baseman. A nice play on defense there by the second baseman to field that low skipper. Get the lead runner, 2 down now, and Zimmerman is on base on first after the fielder's choice. Josh Seidel now will hit. Walked and scored his first time up. There'll be a pinch runner for Zimmerman on first base. That's Jace Schaefer out there running. And so now Seidel will have a pinch hitter for him. It's number 9, Corey Schaefer. So with the 2 additions, a bit of a delay here, the 2 substitutions, I should say. 2 outs, there's a runner on first base, Josh Kingery on the hill for New Ulm, or for Milroy, facing New Ulm's Corey Schaefer. Fastball misses high. Check swing. Schaefer sends it backwards. Foul. So the Schaefer is getting on the action. Colton Shafer is on deck. Jace on first. Corey hitting. That one on the outside corner, strike 2. 1-2 now. And thought about swinging, laid off the high heat. As it's getting a bit colder here in Chaska as the sun has gone down. Still 66 degrees though. As that one's low. A full count to Schaefer with Colton Shafer on deck. Kingery has not walked anyone as he throws over, and it's a balk. That front foot came too far forward, and Kingery is called for the balk. The runner will advance. I believe that's the right call. Has kept an eye on that front foot. Imaginary line there on the mound over toward first base, and the lead runner, or the only runner, now advances. It's Shafer up to second base here in the 6th inning. Corey Shafer still up there with a full count on him. And he struck him out. Reared back and struck out Shafer. Balk doesn't matter. And no runs allowed after hitting a batter. They leave one through 5.5. It's 3-3 here in Chaska. And over in Class B, that's in Waconia, they're playing their losers bracket game to climb up and play Chanhassen. Meesville has taken the lead over Champlain Park. It was 1-1 a moment ago. Now it's 3-1. The Mudhens leading Champlain Park. Yeah, that's in Class B. Now 8 strikeouts for Kingery after that inning-ending strikeout. Ethan stayed back out there after one inning of work, came in relief in that 5th inning. Did not allow a run. And did not allow either of the inherited runners to score either. This is Jake Tower. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles, a run scored, and a strikeout. Flies this one. Back behind third base, running after it, but out of the reach of Zimmerman. That one not hit too high up in the air. So no chance for Braden Zimmerman. Fastball misses from Stade. 2-2 the count here to leadoff man in the 6th, bottom of the 6th. Soft liner grounding to short. The throw in time for the out. Andrew Peters slung it sidearm. And now more discussions with the Milroy manager and the umpire. That's out number 1. And Andy Schmidt will come to the plate, but a ball has leaked out of the fan area over there. And so they will attend to that. Another delay here as we approach 9 o'clock. There's a curveball from Stade with some movement on it. Fouled back by number 11, the designated hitter, Schmidt. And now swings through that pitch. 0-2 quickly to Schmidt, who was hit by a pitch in the last inning and came around to score on that double that scored 2 to tie the game. Now that fastball outside, 1-2. Schmidt officially 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out. Fouls this one up and away. And wastes another one. 1-2. Schmidt hanging tough with Dave Schmidt on deck. Matt Bauer in the hole. And fouls this one away. Headed right toward that beer garden. Waiting, popping this one up, shallow right field. The second baseman and the right fielder caught that one against his chest, it looked like. Ranweiler, Hunter ran it down after looking at the second baseman while that was in the air. Thought maybe it would be his ball, but Hunter Ranweiler caught up to it at the last moment and caught it awkwardly as he fell down. But that's out number 2. And Dave Schmidt will hit now. Dave Schmidt has struck out, singled in the 3rd, then singled in the 5th. Now he fouls this one back to the parking lot, over the roof. Schmidt takes that one for a ball. 2-1 here from Ethan Stade, number 21. New Ulm does have 3 drafty pitchers, as this one's chopped foul. 2 from the Cortland Cubs. That's Teddy Geifer and Cole Backer. Nick Altermat, who pitched extremely well for them last weekend, is also on the roster here from Lamberton, the Long Sox. As that misses outside a full count now. Altermat went a complete game, just allowed 1 run, that was unearned, on 3 hits in New Ulm's 2-1 victory. As now lights turning on in the outfield of a vehicle. A party foul there. That one was at closer to center field than right field. In the batter's eye area. Full count, and he walked him.
Coming back to the Yankees, catcher number 4, Matt Bauer.
So Dave Schmidt reaches with 2 outs. He has been aboard his last 3 plate appearances. And Matt Bauer will have a chance here with 2 down in the 6th. Cracked. And through the hole at second. A roller just not where the fielder was. Not well hit, but Bauer gets a single. His second of the game. Schmidt moves up to second base, and there's a rally starting for the Yankees here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning. And here is Aaron Mathewitz, not the guy you want to face with 2 runners aboard, especially after what he did in the last inning, that big double that drove in 2 was nearly a grand slam. And that one just missing outside. So Ethan stayed laboring here with 2 down. Nothing hit hard, but he has struggled with his control just a bit as walked Schmidt, Dave Schmidt, who's on second base now. And it's 1-1. And it's 1-2. And a strikeout, a swing and a miss from Mathewitz. Stayed, gets out of the jam. We're now through 6, still tied, 3 apiece here in Chaska.
All summer long, you have gathered with friends, neighbors, and family at ball yards all across Minnesota.
Still going, gone! A home run!
Diamonds that decorate and help define hundreds of communities. Town Ball binds together our passion for baseball in our hometowns. And on September 11th, the cornerstone of Minnesota baseball, Target Field, will host a party for all those who play, watch, and support Town Ball. The Twins host the Royals at 6:10 p.m. Prior to the game, the newly crowned state amateur champs will be honored at the Town Ball Tavern and during a pregame ceremony. Wear your team colors and enjoy a special night at Target Field.
The 0-2 pitch. Strike 3! Fairmont, state champions in 2020.
Congratulations to the Fairmont Martins. They are your 2020.
For tickets to the Twins' Tip of the Cap to Town Ball on September 11th, visit twinsbaseball.com/townball.
Colton Shafer, the 9-spot hitter, will bat here to lead off the 7th inning. Facing Josh Kingery again out there for his 7th inning of work for Milroy. Shafer was on deck when Corey Shafer struck out the pinch hitter in the last inning. This one grounded slowly to the shortstop. The fielded and thrown out. Schmidt to Schmidt for out number 1. And so that'll turn the lineup over. We'll have Davis batting. He's reached every single time he's come to the plate. He's 2 for 3 with a double, a single, and reached on an error. He scored twice. Having a good night, the designated hitter, number 4. And that one nearly hit him. Both these teams, they want base runners. It's tied up with 3 innings to play. As that one clips the inside corner from Kingery. There's a strike. 1-2 to Davis. Hasn't swung the bat yet. Davis, one of the best hits of the day for the Brewers, came in the first at-bat of the game when he doubled. A well-hit ball that sliced away from the center fielder, as that just misses outside. And now Kingery, release point off a bit there perhaps, as it's full, the count that is, 3-2 with one out. This one grounded softly to second, scooped up, and the throw is good. Rasmussen to Schmidt for out number 2.
Now batting for New Ulm, center fielder number 11.
Justin Hoffman now, the center fielder, will bat. Struck out last time, had an infield single in the 3rd and a sacrifice bunt in the 1st. Kingery delivers a fastball in there for strike 1. This one up the line, but foul. Breaking ball in there for strike 3. Kingery, a stellar 7th inning of work as he struts off. As we head to the bottom of the 7th, it's time for the 7th inning stretch.
Leading up the home half of the 7th for the Yankees. It's the second baseman, number 10, Derek Rasmussen.
Derek Rasmussen takes strike 1 to lead off the bottom of the 7th inning. Milroy has 9 hits to just 4 for New Ulm, but we're tied at 3 runs apiece. 3 errors each also. Ethan stayed out there again to pitch. He entered in the 5th. So this will be his 3rd inning of work. As this one's popped up, it'll be in foul territory. First baseman underneath it, and French reaches up and grabs it for out number 1. Rasmussen retired. Brandon Flock is now up. He's struck out the last 2 times he's come to the plate. He is 0 for 3. Swings him through that breaking ball. Stade has just allowed 1 hit. He's walked 2 batters and struck out 2. No runs for Stade in his outing so far. This one's grounded softly to the second baseman, charging and recording the out. Isaac Schmidt now will come up, the first baseman. 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice and reached on a walk in the 5th inning. Fouled up and away. This one tapped slowly up the third base line, scooped by the third baseman, and unable to pick it. Might not have been in time anyway. Zimmerman to throw, French on the other end, and a runner reaches for the Yankees. Isaac Schmidt aboard. They're gonna give him a hit. It's hit number 10 now. Jackson Hughes, the lefty, will now face Stade. Lines this one up the middle for a base hit. And Hughes has his first single, his first hit of the night. And now a threat formulating for Milroy. And so Jake Tower now started the game with a single in the first, single in the second, then struck out in the 4th and grounded out in the 6th. And sprays that one foul. Remember, tomorrow, Prep Spotlight TV is your home for the quarterfinals and semifinals. If you are interested in these games that we've been giving you today, you'll be even more interested in those, likely, as this one swung on and missed by Tower. 0-2 the count to him with 2 runners on and 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. And that's strike 3. Down on strikes, Tower. Second time he's struck out. And it's the 3rd K for Stade out in relief. So through 7. New Ulm Brewers 3, Milroy Yankees 3. 2 innings to play in regulation here in round 3 of the Minnesota Amateur Baseball State Tournament.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
New Ulm out to hit here in the top of the 8th inning. Tied up at 3. Hunter Ranweiler is 0 for 3 with an RBI. New Ulm, the Brewers. Of course, the famous Shell Brewing Company, Shell's Beer, in New Ulm. And that's out. What looked like a routine play made even more difficult, and now it looks like Ranweiler is not leaving as he's been called out, I believe. He maybe didn't get the message or didn't see the out call. That ground ball to the third baseman looked like he almost tripped as he was getting ready to throw that one, so double clutch the third baseman Mathewitz, and then almost coming off the bag was the first baseman, but ruled that he stayed on. And so that's out number 1 here in the 8th. Wade French up to bat. 1-1 the count to him after that swing and a miss. French, a single, a strikeout, and a flyout. Fouls that one off. And that's a called third strike. Kingery marches around the mound as he strikes out Wade French looking. Out number 2. And that's the 10th strikeout of the night for Josh Kingery. And a new score in the 8th inning in the Class B game over in Waconia. Meesville and Champlin Park now tied up at 3 apiece. Same score is here. Same inning is here. As that's a called strike. 0-2 now to Cole Ranweiler, who's 0 for 3 today. Has grounded out to the second baseman twice and struck out. And that one missing outside, 2-2. And now 3-2 after falling behind in the count. Ranweiler has worked it full. Swings and misses. Strikeout number 11 for Josh Kingery. Milroy's turn to bat in the 8th. Coming up next on Prep Spotlight TV.
Such news! It's everything I ever wanted.
You should feel good about where you and your money are headed. We can help you build a better relationship with your money, starting with our free Simply Better checking account. When you open an account, you'll also receive a free gift. Get started today. Think Bank. Meet your money.
Welcome back here to Chaska, the bottom of the 8th inning. As this first pitch taps slowly to the second baseman, fielded, thrown, and he got him. Andy Schmidt is down on a ground out to the second baseman. A nice play there by Shafer at second to get the leadoff man on one pitch. That'll bring up Dave Schmidt. A check swing. And so as we told you that the game tied over in Waconia just a few moments ago, a solo home run was hit by Meesville. And so now they lead 4-3 in the bottom of the 8th inning. Line drive to left. That's a hard hit for Dave Schmidt. His third hit of the game. Schmidt, 3 for 4 with a walk. He's reached 4 times. A good night at the plate for the 3-spot hitter, and now Matt Bauer will come up. He's singled his last 2 at-bats. 1 down, 1 on for Milroy, facing Ethan Stade. That one just misses outside. And a big swing and a miss on a breaking ball from Stade. 1-1 the count. And there's a strike. Tapped, up the line foul. Still 1-2. Tapped right back to the pitcher. He'll throw to second. The out there. The relay to first in time for the double play. Ethan Stade fielding his position nicely. That goes 1-6-4 to get out of the inning. We're headed to the ninth. Still tied up here at 3 apiece. Let's look at some of the highlights from this tournament.
Highlight hit and looked it out to right field, going back towards the wall. This could have a chance, and it's gonna be gone. A 2-run blast off the bat of Jake Hendricks in the top of the fourth makes it 2-0. Over to the mini-net, Jordan. Launched out to left field. That's a no-doubter. Make it 9 runs on the night.
Total game tomorrow. This one, line to center, diving the shortstop and making the catch. Crack to third. Runner comes home. They'll go home with the throw, and the ball can't be caught on the hop.
As he fires, the run takes off for second base. A line shot over to the first baseman. Hoffman puts that away, steps on first for a double play. One now from Sjogren and on relief, and that will hit the foot of the batter. So a hit by pitch will bring in the third run of the inning and third run of the ball game here, as Chan Hassan, with only 1 hit on the inning now, has scored 3 runs.
Well, it is the top of the 9th inning, and we're tied up 3-3, Brewers and Yankees. New Ulm batting, swinging at the first pitch. This one grounded to the second. Short-armed over there, but the out is made. So quickly, 1 down as Andrew Peters grounds out. And 2 outs left in regulation here for New Ulm. And it'll be a pinch hitter here for New Ulm. In for Jace Schaefer and Braden Zimmerman. It's Zach Moore, number 16. And takes a strike from Josh Kingery. Here in the 9th, there's a ball. Here in the 9th, 4 hits only for New Ulm. Their last hit came in the 5th inning. Haven't gotten one since then, as there's a strike 1 and 2. They had 2 hits in the 1st inning, 1 in the 3rd. As that misses low. The third was when they scored a run. They also scored in the 5th. As that one fouled backwards. Two and two. Here the count to the pinch hitter. As this is a dead ball. As they're saying it hit the batter. As the umpires will consult. And so the second batter has reached in the inning. It's the second batter that Kingery has hit. He hit a batter in the 6th. So Moore is on, as now Josh Seidel is batting. Was pinch hit for by Corey Shafer after Seidel went 0 for 1 with a walk and a run scored. That one in there for strike 2. 0 and 2 the count. Tapped slowly, cut off by the third baseman, the out at second. And ranging over nicely is Mathewitz. Cutting in front of his shortstop, who probably would not have had a play on that slow roller. That's out number 2. They get the lead runner. Colton Shafer now with Seidel on first after the fielder's choice. A big swing and a miss from Colton. Two down. Runner on first. The runner goes. Swing and a miss. The throw down, and it's off the mark. A stolen base for Seidel. As now the umpires will call time and discuss maybe if there was an interference by the batter. He swung at the pitch. I think he did. And so that's what they were discussing. Now the third base coach for New Ulm not pleased. Oh, 2 count. Runner on second. 2 outs here in the top of the 9th. There's a ball high and outside. Swung on a miss. Kingery gets a strikeout. That's his 11th or 12th, as he's through 9 complete. Kingery. Milroy now will hope to walk it off. Still tied as we head to the bottom of the 9th inning, 3 apiece here in the Town Ball State Tournament.
Celebrate the end of the 2021 Town Ball season. Join your teammates, rivals, and ball fans from around the state at the Twins game on September 11th. Special ticket pricing for Town Ball players and fans. Salutes to the newly crowned champs and a very fun night at the ballpark. Order your tickets at twinsbaseball.com/townball and wear your town's team colors to Target Field on September 11th.
The bottom of the ninth starting. Milroy at the plate. New Ulm on the mound and out in the field. The Brewers hoping for extras. Milroy hoping to end it. Tied at 3. Have been tied since the 5th inning. No one's scored since then. So that one's fouled into the netting. 2-1. Milroy has 12 hits. New Ulm just has 4. Each team with 3 errors. And swung on a miss on the high fastball from Ethan Stade, still out there as he entered in the 5th. He's gone through the 5th inning, the 6th inning, the 7th inning, the 8th inning. This is now 5th inning of work that he's beginning. Has completed 4. This one popped up shallow center. The center fielder coming in and making the catch. Hoffman grabs it. Aaron Mathewitz is retired. And now Derek Rasmussen. Rasmussen is 1 for 4 with an RBI. And a swing and a miss, quickly 0-2. And now a car alarm going off. And that same car that was turned on their headlights out in center field. You can see the headlights blinking, as this is definitely what we need here in the 9th inning, tied up. As now it goes off and the lights stop blinking. 1-2 here, the count with 1 out. Rasmussen hoping to get aboard here in the bottom of the 9th. Outside, 2-2. Over in Waconia, it's 4-4 now. Champlain Park has tied it back up in the 9th inning. That's the Class B game. Staying alive, that one fouled off back into the net. Breaking ball, did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3. Out number 2. Fourth strikeout for Stade in his outing.
And for the Yankees, number 21, Brandon Flock.
Brandon Flock steps in. He struck out twice. He's 0 for 4. He was actually Stade's first strikeout victim. And a swing and a miss, 1 and 2. Grounded to second, booted, the throw not in time. Flock reaches on an error by the second baseman. That'll bring up Isaac Schmidt now with a runner on. That will be the winning run there on first base. Schmidt is 1 for 3 with a walk. Two and 1 to number 24, Isaac Schmidt, the first baseman. Time called. This one lined into the dugout, I think, of New Ulm. And looks like everybody's fine. Yikes. 2-2 pitch. Swung on, and it's a base hit. Out to left center, the center fielder, as they'll wave the runner home. The throw coming. It beats him, and he's out at home. We're going to extras. They sent the runner aggressively all the way from first base after the center fielder Hoffman booted it a bit, trying to field that hit out in left center field. Third base coach saw it, waved the runner home, but the throw in plenty of time to throw out the runner, the would-be game-winning run at home. So we're going to extra innings here on Prep Spotlight TV.
Nobody does high school sports like PrepSpotlight.tv. Your home for Minnesota State tournament action is also where you can find the best weekly action during the regular season in 2021. We make it easy to be a high school sports fan at PrepSpotlight.tv.
Welcome back to Prep Spotlight .tv as we begin the 10th inning here in Chaska. Over in Waconia, the game has ended in the bottom of the 9th. Meesville wins it, walks it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. 5-4 the final there. Meesville advances out of the losers bracket. And now we're into extras here. The inning number 10 as we're still tied at 3. Josh Kingery, the draftee from Atwater, is still out there on the hill for his 10th inning of work against the New Ulm batters. And it's now 3-1 here to Judd Davis. This is now his 5th plate appearance coming in the 10th inning. Grounds it to second. Moving over and making the play is Rasmussen. So Davis is down. And that'll bring up Justin Hoffman, who came up with a big throw there in the last half inning to essentially save the game for New Ulm. Fumbled it a bit, and that probably caused the runner to be sent. And then Hoffman picked it up and threw him out. Only 4 hits for New Ulm, as we mentioned before. Their last hit came in the 5th. Swing and a miss. Kingery struck him out. I believe that's lucky number 13 on the night for Kingery. Hoffman has struck out 3 times in a row now. "13 strikeouts for Josh Kingery, who graduated high school a few months ago." This is Hunter Ranweiler. He hasn't struck out, but he's 0 for 4. One and 2. Breaking ball, just too high. And that clipped the corner. Strikeout number 14. Josh Kingery. What a performance on the hill. Through 10 innings of excellent pitching. So we're headed now to the bottom of the 10th. Milroy will take to the plate again. Still 3-3 here on Prep Spotlight TV. Back here at Athletic Park. It's a late night for everybody. As we're 9 minutes away from the 10 o'clock hour, it's the bottom of the 10th inning. We're tied in extra innings. And Jackson Hughes will come to the plate against Ethan Stade, still out there. A bunt put down nicely, and it'll be a bunt hit. The leadoff man is on for Milroy. Jackson Hughes, the 9-hole hitter, puts it down perfectly in the grass. Third baseman was playing a back, and so now the winning run is on first base. They'll bunt, and it's bunted backwards. Jake Tower looking for a second consecutive successful bunt for the Yankees. That's the 14th hit of the game for Milroy. They have 10 more than New Ulm. Third baseman is in on the grass. Expecting another bunt. Squaring, putting it down right back to the pitcher. They'll go to first. Stade thought about second, but didn't risk it and gets the safe out. But now the winning run is in scoring position. One out, runner at second, and now Andy Schmidt will bat. 1 for 4, and he was hit by a pitch and scored. Yes, that's a ball from Stade. Outfield shading Schmidt just a bit to pull, but pretty straight up. There is a gap between the left fielder and the center fielder in left center field, as they're guarding the line a bit more and left. 2-0 here to Schmidt. Can Milroy advance? Or will this game continue into the 11th? And 3-0. Ethan Stade has been out there since the 5th inning. Working in his 6th inning now. That one a strike, and Schmidt wanted to go to first base. Three and one now the count. We'll see what Schmidt does here, what kind of pitch he gets. Lines it up the middle. Rounding third, they'll send the run home. The throw? Not in time. Milroy wins it in extras. The game-winning hit from Andy Schmidt drives home Jackson Hughes. 4-3 the final here in 10. So Milroy will advance to the quarterfinals. They'll play Watertown back here at Athletic Park at 1:30 tomorrow. Another close ball game that New Ulm was a part of, but just couldn't get the bats going enough. And how about the pitching performance from Josh Kingery? The 10-inning complete game victory with 14 strikeouts for the recent high school grad. The draftee carrying his new team in this one. And the heroics from Andy Schmidt driving home Jackson Hughes, who had bunted for a single to lead off the 10th inning. So a great day of baseball here at Athletic Park, now complete. 4 games completed. Round 3 has come to a close. And we'll have your quarterfinal action and every game tomorrow and the next day here on PrepSpotlight.tv. Quickly, we'll run through what's coming up tomorrow. Back here at Chaska, St. Patrick will play Watkins at 11 a.m. And then here at Athletic Park, Milroy will play Watertown after that game. And at noon, to start the day in Waconia in their quarterfinal, Sobieski will play Sartell. And then that'll be followed by Waconia playing Alexandria. There'll be semifinals after that with a championship on Monday. But that's a final here. Milroy wins it 4-3 in 10 innings. They walk it off. And they advance to the quarterfinals to play Watertown. Thanks for being with us here all day long. Greg Wilford and Ren Clayton. The final again, Milroy beats New Ulm in 10 innings, 4-2.
Amateur baseball is one of Minnesota's great sporting traditions. The state tournament brings together hundreds of communities in late summer at great ballparks all around the state. Coverage of every game can be found on PrepSpotlight.tv. PrepSpotlight.tv's coverage of today's state tournament game is made possible by the Minnesota Baseball Association, and also with help from the Minnesota Twins. Celebrate Townball with the Twins on September 11th. Visit twinsbaseball.com/townball for details. Now let's get to the ballpark.